I have a very, very hard time when it comes to doing things with technology, just because it is like the most fucking soul-sucking thing that I
You're
can do.
using it right now.
I understand, and I can't stand it. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing it.
If you how do you want to grow your business coming up?
I understand. I know. The hard thing is just getting me to do it. Fuck. Anyways, welcome back, everybody, to Bourbon and Blunts. We were just chit-chatting about my technology use, if you haven't heard it, which is nil. I can't stand using technology. And if it was
technology nub.
I am, for sure.
He's a nub.
If it wasn't for you, dude,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be this far in life without it. Or without you, rather.
That's true.
Anyways, everybody, welcome back. If you haven't already, please subscribe to YouTube. You can find us on Bourbon and Blunts. We have 2 channels on Bourbon and Blunts. We're going to be getting rid of the smaller channel and just upgrading to the bigger channel. So make sure you subscribe there. You can also check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and you can also support on Spotify monetarily if you wish for 99 cents per month, up to $9.99 per month. And yeah, man. So on the docket for today, everybody's the usual. We're going to have our "What's Inside You" segment, followed by a interesting article that I found. Which one do you want to do, Big Dog? Do you want to do the
first one that you told me?
The Scissors?
Yes.
All right. So followed by this article that I found very, very interesting. It says, I thought I was straight, then I fell in love with my best friend.
Lighter me.
26 years my junior at the age of 64. So we'll dive into that. And then we'll finish it up by words of wisdom with digital slang, baby.
That's me, yo.
Yeah. All right. How you been, buddy?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah, we were just talking about the weekend. And here on Bourbon and Blunts, we have our official, or actually, this is not the first, the second blunt that we've ever smoked here on the
usually
podcast.
it's bowls or joints or something.
Yeah. And I forgot.
It is called Bourbon and Blunts.
So why not? You know what? If for any of you people out there listening or watching, I would love to know how you actually roll your blunts. This guy, geez Louise, I think he was tonguing this whole thing. I mean, it's still wet.
Negative.
It's still wet from you licking this damn
Negative.
thing. Golly, I don't even know if I want to.
Just suck on it. Shut up and suck on it. Jesus Christ, fucking baby.
So, all right, it looks like a little micro.
It's a good one though. I know it's a clean, tight roll.
It is.
What are we drinking? You pick.
I picked last week. I
picked.
Oh, you did. Oh, that's right. I did pick last week. Let's do Dino's Blanton's. Oh, also Dino. I know you texted Jeff and I know I was doing something. He has 50 phones, so he probably.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, and we were just saying on the podcast, like, oh crap, completely forgot to get back to Dino.
Break this thing.
No, I think we have one that's open. This is the new one.
It's not here though.
Where is it?
You hold down the fort. I'm gonna go get it.
All right, we're gonna pause.
No, you talk.
Oh, you want me to keep talking?
Yeah. Let me grab this.
Okay.
I'll be back with this.
Wait, are we opening this one?
I just told you. I'm sorry. Go get it.
I'm sorry. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So Dino, I know you have your new build out, man. I don't want to give too much details to any listeners, but I know I'll be reaching back out to you, buddy, because I'm interested in checking out that video you sent. I know this past weekend, or was it the end of last week you sent it? I forget. I was doing something when you sent it, and I completely forgot to get back to you, buddy. So I do apologize. But anyways, everybody out there, as I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, we have a second channel, which has a lot more subscribers to it. So we'll be deleting the first channel. So if you haven't already, if you haven't migrated over to the other Bourbon and Blunts channel, make sure you please do, or else you'll lose the content. You have to re-find us out there in the nether. But anyways,
in the void
out there in the ether of YouTube and
motherfucking Blantons.
Yeah, Blantons. Shout out to Dino. We were just talking about Dino. Shout out to Dino here with the Blantons. And if you haven't tried Blantons, everybody, that's good, buddy. And you have the opportunity, please make sure you do. It is rather smooth. Also, just as a little side note, these little toppers are actually collectibles. Each top of Blantons is unique and slightly different, as we have 2 bottles here.
These 2 are very different.
They are different.
They look similar.
They do look similar
Yeah.
at first glance, but if you actually take notice, there is differences and nuances between the two. So make sure you check that
We'll
out.
leave this here for the episode.
We will. So, but anyways, so you had a good week, bud?
Yeah, not a bad week, man. Busy week, chill week. Can't
Nice.
complain.
You were home kind of early from work today, buddy.
Yeah, today and tomorrow are very easy days at the print shop.
Okay,
So
nice. You wanna
work,
do more of that?
get a workout in, and then come home and make some videos.
Oh, you worked out today?
I did.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm gonna buy you one of these. It's called it's from Moose Labs. You ever hear of Moose Labs? They make these tips. They're silicone tips you can get carbon or corn fiber filters that insert in them. Put them over joints.
I know what you're
blunts,
talking about.
bowls.
Yeah. I've seen them
dude,
before.
I'm telling you, whole different smoking
I believe
experience.
it.
Would highly recommend. So shout out to Moose Labs,
You know
everybody.
what else I want to get? I want to get a smoker. Remember the smoker that your buddy brought over?
Oh yeah, for the whiskey.
Yeah, that thing was cool. That'd be good on camera
Yeah,
too.
we gotta have Bobby over for
I still have the video. I'm gonna put that up in this video, the smoker that we're talking about,
Okay.
because it's pretty dope.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. So, anyways,
Cheers, man.
Cheers, pal. To Blanton's, to Dino, and to health, wealth, love, and happiness.
And bourbon and blunts. Oh, by the way, on Digital Slang, I now have T-shirts live for
Oh,
sale.
nice, dude.
Yeah.
Is that your fun the hell kind of the adulting would not recommend type T-shirts?
No, these are all based on like audio products, like headphones and,
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
music, like vinyl records and things
Cool,
like
cool,
that.
cool. I saw that, as a matter of fact. I saw that you posted something on Twitter.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a vinyl sunrise and like some cool ones on there. But I'm not printing them,
Okay.
so I'm outsourcing everything.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that, man.
I
I've
see what you're
printed like for your line before and for other YouTubers in the past. It's a pain in the ass. The shipping, like one piece,
I
like
know.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get involved in that.
Okay.
So I just make a little profit off each one, not a couple bucks on each
Cool,
one.
dude. Cool.
But I don't have to touch it.
Where can everybody go to find that?
It's on my YouTube page under store, on Digital Slang's YouTube page under store, and it's also under every video. There's a link to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
And if you just watch the video, there are shirts there.
Okay.
Like they just pop up.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I
And
like
more. There's like 4 or 5 designs. I got like 20, so I'm gonna put a bunch up as we go.
Beautiful. I love it, man. I love it. Well, let's transpire into the first segment. So go ahead, dude. Hit the button.
It's time for
What's inside you? All right. What is inside you? Would you like to go first, my good man?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Sure. Where did it go? 1 second, please. What is your least favorite genre of music? Least favorite.
Least favorite. I mean, I know this. I might get a lot of shit for this, but it would definitely be polka music. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I get it. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I get it.
Now, I would say in the mainstream genres, it would probably have to be modern hip hop or rap. I don't know what you want to call it.
Modern. So the hip hop of today.
Yeah. I would say pre 2000s. I really
It was good back then.
I liked
Yeah.
it. I understand why it resonates with people today. It just doesn't resonate with
No,
me.
the hip hop. To me, hip hop doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh, give me what's your take on it?
What I think of hip hop, like back in the day, this shit today is trash. And I don't care what anybody thinks. This shit is trash.
Do you think that is what a lot of older generations say about new
Yeah.
content?
Yeah, of course.
Probably.
It's all,
Do you-
each generation is going
Yeah,
to go down
yeah.
that rabbit hole of saying like, oh, our way was better, or
True.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, I'm like, okay, where's the talent?
that's what I'm saying.
Give me
It's
something
all
that- what's-
auto tune.
Exactly.
It's all the same word over and over again.
Right.
They don't even have a good voice.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like I think I can make one if I really wanted to. I could sit down and take a few weeks, and I can come up with something.
Comparable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
close.
dude. I
at
said
least.
I said the
Close.
exact same thing. I'm like,
We got all the equipment here too. If you
Right.
guys want to see that shit, let us know.
oh, dude.
We'll have to be high as shit to do
my
it.
God,
'Cause
that'd
I
be
can't
hilarious.
sing.
No, I can't sing.
But
either,
give me
neither can-
auto-tune.
But neither can they.
Yeah,
so.
give me auto tune. I'll hook that shit up.
Although Post Malone, apparently, I've listened to some of his.
No, he's good, dude.
I would say I know some people don't love his music, but I would say from a talent perspective,
Yeah.
I think he is talented. For that, he can actually sing.
Yeah.
He can actually play instruments.
Yeah. No, he's a musician.
And he's also kind of an entertainer, too.
So I never cared about him at all. Never was a fan. Not that I disliked him.
Yeah.
I just never wanted to listen to his music. It's a younger generation thing, right?
Agreed.
But for whatever reason, like one of the kids that works for me, he plays it sometimes. But I just, I leave random shit on the radio while I'm driving. I don't really pay attention to it. It's just noise for me.
Right.
And a lot of Post Malone songs come on. So I've listened to them now.
Okay.
And he's good, man. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. I can't deny he's good.
Who
He's
else?
got a good voice.
He's got a good voice.
His music has got a good beat. It's got a good flow to it. And he's talented. He's good.
There is a talent to it. Who else in that genre would you say modern day is like, oh, they're pretty talented? I
Like
can't really.
in this era. Of course, I'm not a fan, but Taylor Swift.
No. I'm saying like hip hop in that genre specifically. I can't think of anybody modern, modern era. But I'm not really following it either.
I'm not following it either. I'm still listening to like Mobb Deep when I go to the gym, like Method Man and Mobb Deep, and like probably hip hop. A lot of people don't even know about.
I got you.
Like it wasn't
a little bit more underground.
Yeah, well, just
I got you.
Not really mainstream.
Yeah, I hear you.
It is mainstream, but it's different.
All right. Give me your genre of music
That I hate.
For your question.
Definitely, and I've always hated it, and I always will. Heavy metal.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Heavy metal. It's just noise to me.
I understand. I can see that.
Yeah, it's just noise, screaming noise.
Yeah,
like, not my thing.
Yeah, I can see that. There was a period of time where I did listen to it, but it was more, I think, for like the beat type, and it was more like when I was doing, aggressive type things.
Yeah,
right?
like that's how I felt about hip hop. Like I listened to hip hop before a football game, or I listened to hip hop before a basketball game. Like that's what would get me hyped.
Right.
I remember we had a championship football game one year, and I was sitting there just zoning out,
riding the bench,
smoked. Shit, you're out of your mind, bro.
Riding the
you're clueless, dude. From a guy who can't beat me in basketball.
Hey, listen.
Over two, bro.
This is
over two.
This is the guy who also claimed to be a great basketball player, and I know I suck, and I fucking still lost to you by 1 point. So
you did get lucky that game. You played the best basketball of your life.
I wouldn't say the best.
You still
basketball
lost.
of my life. I agree. You
still lost.
Fair
bro.
enough, man.
You lose.
Listen, I never said I was good. Anyways,
no, you're Captain America though. You're like the greatest athlete the world's ever seen. I just don't see it.
All I say is I'm better than you.
I don't see it.
All right,
and I'm much older.
You know what
than
we're going to do?
I'm much older than you.
Don't ever use that as an excuse.
I already beat you twice. I
understand that.
You're 0 for 2, bro. 0 for 2.
I understand
You're
that.
0 for 2. But don't forget it.
Let's do a decathlon.
Keep talking.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
We'll fucking do a decathlon. We'll do.
Don't even throw swimming in there.
Don't fucking throw.
I will destroy you in swimming. Right. No chance, bro. You're no chance.
We got all right. After the podcast.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're gonna fucking write down our decathlon.
It's on
list.
video.
No, but I'm saying we're gonna think about it.
Okay.
We're gonna think about a nice decathlon.
Do it.
And then we'll do it.
Do it.
And I'll fuck you up.
You're a fucking pussy.
You know why?
Stop it.
Because I'm in way better shape than you.
You're also 14 years younger than me.
Stop using these as excuses.
I have a broken back, and I'm still gonna whip your ass.
Fair enough. I'm done. I'm
done. I already beat you twice. You're 0 for 2. Talk all you want.
In basketball.
It would be
I just said I'm a way better athlete.
It would be any sport.
Okay.
Any sport.
Anyways, let's continue. Give me your second question, bitch.
See how salty he gets because
you were getting so mad.
He's a loser.
You were getting mad.
Nah, I like pushing your buttons. It's easy.
You're easy.
That's fucking racist. I don't know how.
Oh, because you're easy.
I'm not easy. What would you do tomorrow if you won $1 million today? Only $1 million.
Only $1 million. It's a good question.
Not a lot of money these days.
Not a lot.
It is. But
it is.
Not like it used to be.
It's a big help.
No, it's a chunk.
Yeah, it's a chunk. What would I do tomorrow? I do think I would quit my full-time job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would be in.
You can make more. You can make a lot of money with that money.
Yeah, that would put me in a different position where I don't have to delay that, like quitting the main job. Like I'm planning on quitting in the next couple of years.
Say it was $1 million, you brought home $750 because of taxes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done because that gives me a buffer, and like I wouldn't have to worry about money for a little while.
Probably bring home like 700, maybe a little
probably.
less.
Figure let's just say 2/3. You're bringing home 2/3. All right. So, yeah, what would you do?
That's all you would do is quit?
That would be the first thing I would do tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I'm quitting too. Obviously.
You would quit the printing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would go hard on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to do. It
Right.
doesn't matter how much money. If I had $10 billion, I would still want to do YouTube.
I got you.
Because you got to keep busy.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would take a lot of time traveling,
yeah.
but I would be doing YouTube while I travel.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Fair enough, man. All right. My questions. If I were an animal, what animal do you think I would be?
I can go in so many directions with this.
What animal would I be?
That's a good fucking question.
I'm going to think of what animal you would be.
That's tough.
You would be.
Oh, I know. It's so
Okay.
easy, actually.
Please.
So a bald eagle. It's fucking the flag behind you. This fucking you guys can't hear it, but there's like the sound of America that comes in when he's fucking sitting here. Yeah, I've been wanting to get you a stuffed pet eagle to put right fucking here. One day you're gonna come in here. There's gonna be a pet eagle here. I'm telling you.
Oh,
Shit.
dude, I should have. If we had a
Yeah, I want it on the chair, bro. Right
Perch
here.
on
It's
the
gonna
chair.
sit on a stand. There's gonna be like a wooden stand here, and he's gonna sit on it, and he's gonna be dressed in the American flag too.
I want glasses on him, like
We
Terminator
can hook him. I'll
glasses.
give him a Scully. We'll hook him up.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious. All right, what animal would you be for you? For you, my
See
man.
how rude this is.
No, I don't. I'm not thinking rude. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to think of your personality. Okay, a stubborn horse. Reason being is because there's not a ton of facial expressions with horses.
True.
And they can be kind of stubborn because they're bigger animals and whatnot. And they're athletic. You're an athletic kind of guy. I want to say a stubborn horse.
It's a good one. I mean,
Right? That's the first thing that
It's-
popped in my head.
it's on par.
It's on par.
Your explanation put it on par.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I understand. Yes, you don't look like a horse. You don't have a horse face.
Yeah, either way.
You have a donkey face,
That's
but not a
cool.
horse
I'm
face.
okay with
all
that,
right?
bro. I don't need to be the best looking.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. What's something that you always feel embarrassed buying?
Fuck, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I had to do an enema once. When you get to a certain age, you got to do a colonoscopy.
Right.
So, so I got a colonoscopy done, and I had to buy an enema.
Okay.
Let me tell you, that is the most what's the word? Demasculating thing fucking ever. Because the one I had, this was years ago, and I wasn't as confident then as I am now. Now I wouldn't care. But then, bro, I felt so weird because the box of the fucking enema had a dude on his side in like an S position with like the fucking like a reach around, like it's like a sketch art on the side of the box. So you're carrying that up and
Right.
handing that to somebody. They know what
They
you're
know
going
like
to
you're
do.
sticking
with
this
it.
thing up your
Yes, it's going in your ass.
pooper. Yeah. That's funny, man.
And it wasn't fun. It's not fun. It's not a
No.
good experience.
I can see
And
that.
I woke up during the colonoscopy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I was so drugged up.
you didn't realize.
I remember I was on my left side
Okay.
and I fucking put my head up and I looked, and the first thing I saw was a TV monitor like up from the ceiling
Right.
with a camera on it. And we all know where the camera was.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the inside.
Yeah.
But I was so drugged up. After that I looked down and it was a doctor and a nurse, both like like in there, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what they were doing, but they were hanging out
That's
down there.
funny. That's funny, man.
And then I fell right back asleep.
All right. All right. And well, yeah, I'd be embarrassed about that one too. I don't really get embarrassed about anything anymore, but I remember this one time. I used to get embarrassed buying condoms all the time.
Yeah, when I was young.
Yeah. And I remember when I was younger, I was dating this girl. I think it was like transitioning. Started dating when I was in high school, and then we broke up probably when I was a freshman in college. But I used to work for her cousin, landscaping. And I remember I was buying condoms. I think I was like in a pharmacy or something like that. And I remember like standing there in the aisle, and it's like you're looking through, and fucking, of course, like I look over, and who comes walking right up to me? Is her freaking cousin?
Nice.
I'm like, oh, hey man,
What do you
what's
got in
up?
your hand, Billy?
And literally, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
what do
like
you got in your
dating
hand?
his cousin. And like, he just had like a normal conversation. I mean, he was totally cool
Did he
about
didn't say anything?
Didn't say a damn word
Yeah.
about it, you know, which I'm sure in his mind, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
probably
but
didn't
like,
care at all.
At
But you're
17
thinking,
years
like,
old, I'm
yeah.
like, shit, man.
Yeah.
I was very embarrassed with that.
That's
one.
awesome.
So yeah, that would be it.
Nice.
That'd be it. Bub. Was those 2 questions?
What was the first one? The animal?
Yeah,
that was 2.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's shift gears here a little bit and let's get into the article. I saw this earlier today, and I just thought it was kind of interesting. I wanted to get your perspective on it. I thought I was straight. This is the title of the article, everybody. This is from the Insider. I thought I was straight, then I fell in love with my best friend. And not just that, not just my best friend, but her best friend is 26 years her younger, and she is 64 years old.
Wow.
And she was married, too. So let's I kind of summarize the article a little bit.
So it's 2 girls.
It's 2 girls, yes. So Liz Hillard, a 63-year-old woman, found love with her best friend, Lee, who is 26 years her younger. 3 years older than her daughter. After 37 years of marriage to a man, Liz realized her true self in 2018 when she fell in love with Lee. This experience was unexpected as Liz had never considered herself gay. She decided to end her marriage, understanding that she needed to live authentically. Liz met Lee in 2012 when she joined her business, and their deep friendship grew over the years. Oh, and by the way, I read the full, or at least portions of the full article. She did have a good relationship with her ex-husband. It was just kind of like, you know, kind of towards the end of that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some people just kind of grow apart? It was kind of more like that. Let's see. The relationship faced challenges, particularly in a conservative and religious community in North Carolina, where they lost some friends due to their sexuality and age difference. Despite these difficulties, they decided to be true to themselves and embrace their love. Liz's daughter initially struggled to understand the situation, but eventually accepted the relationship. Remember, Liz's daughter is 3 years younger than this chick's wife. They both underwent therapy to cope with the changes, and their mother-daughter bond deepened. Liz and Lee's love story is passionate, erotic, and spiritual, and they now host a podcast called Be Powerful with Liz and Lee. I want to kind of check that out, actually, where they discuss their relationships and aim to empower women of all ages. They recently got engaged and plan to marry in their near future, with Liz looking forward to celebrating her 70th birthday with Lee by her side. This story highlights the importance of embracing one's true self and finding love at any age, even in unexpected places. So, yes, that would be the ultimate moral of it. My thought to you, or my question to you is, man, like, what do you think leads someone to this realization that, like, after all this time, I'm gay? Like, how do you think that happens?
Fuck, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's something a straight person can't answer.
Well, let me ask you a different question.
I don't know.
So
I could think about it. Let me think.
the second question is: do you think it's easier for females? Well, you know what? First of all, let's back up. Let's.
No, the answer to that is no. I don't think. I think it's the same for
You think it's the same?
guys and girls.
Okay, so let's back up. I'm at a stance. Well, I used to be at a stance where 100% all.
It's a 2-part question. It's a 2-part question, right? You're talking about the girl on girl or guy on guy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That aspect of it. But there's also like falling in love with your best friend.
I think that's normal.
I mean,
could be normal.
guy girl, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you're growing up, every guy had like a girl that was like
Yeah.
his best friend.
Yeah, I did.
And you probably liked her at some point.
Yeah, we dated. And we didn't end well.
Same for me. Yeah, same for me. Like I had a girl I liked, but we considered each other best friends.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is. Like falling in love with your best friend is normal as fuck.
Right.
I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gender part of it is different.
That especially at that age, right?
And the big age difference.
Yeah.
Which now I don't think really.
The age difference. Not too much.
If it was 30 and 30 and 10, that'd be a problem.
That would be a real.
But
problem.
like 40 and 20.
That's illegal. That's called pedophilia.
Yes, 40 and 20.
Yeah, 40 and 20. Yeah, right.
But it's not. It's much older.
It is. Yeah,
much older.
That part. What I'm interested in, it's like, what made you come to this realization?
Well, obviously they spend a lot of time together.
For sure, right?
Right. So, and obviously they love hanging out.
Yep.
Getting along well, like laughing probably a lot.
Yeah.
and probably drinking.
I'm sure alcohol's involved.
Probably drinking at some point, and then catching feelings.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, like, so I'm at a stance.
And I
Go
hold
ahead.
that thought.
Go
Take
ahead.
back what I said before. I don't think it's the same thing with guys and girls anymore. After my answer just there, remember I said I think it's the same between a guy and a girl. But
Yeah.
I think it's different.
Oh, you're saying what leads one to like
I don't
being
think
gay?
that. I don't see it.
Okay, so I was going to kind of speak to that a little bit. So I initially was under the impression that if you would have asked me, like, is homosexuality a choice or are you born that way? I'd be like, you're 100% born that way. I'm like, what person wants to choose like a life of, especially like years ago? Think back, like in the 80s, 90s, or maybe probably more so in the 80s. I remember, or 90s rather, or early 2000s.
I remember the 80s.
Okay, was it very accepting, like homosexuality?
No, it's more accepting now.
Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah.
But so, like, the big question at the time was like, oh,
It was a big deal back then.
I don't remember it being a big deal too much.
In the 80s, I'm saying.
In the 80s,
In the
okay.
80s, I'm saying. In the 80s, I think people were scared to come out, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I got to bring my buddy Dan on.
Like, especially, like, because we're talking about my generation. Like, my generation in the 80s was young.
Yeah.
And it was a different time back then.
We're going to bring Dan on, my buddy Dan. He's 77, gay man. And he has the greatest history.
A different generation right there.
Of gay culture in America. You know, being basically born in the 40s.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like seeing all the changes, right? But my point is, I had a firm stance. Now, you're born this way because why would anybody want to go down a path of, you know, persecution or obscurity or being shunned by their family, which I know I have a couple gay buddies who they don't talk to their families anymore because of it,
but
right?
that's not there. I don't think that's.
No.
You can't worry about that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. So I'm like, oh, you're 100% born that way, which I do think the majority of people are born that way. But I do also feel there is a section of the population that, for whatever reason, because you know, maybe because of trauma, maybe because of abuse from a spouse, it leads them to a place.
I'm sure that's happened.
I think that does happen.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm saying with this situation, I wonder if it's easier for females to be attracted to the same sex and start
it feels safer.
Yeah, you feel safer. I'm sure they had great conversations. They're both women. They know about each other. But then does that happen with guys?
I mean, obviously it does, but
to what degree now?
yeah, I think the degree is probably
Right. I think it probably happens more
it's
with
tilted
female.
in one way
Yeah,
more
it feels
than the
that
other.
way.
Well, because we're straight. Like,
That's what I'm wondering.
So that's
is it just
maybe
the
we're
perception?
wrong. We might be wrong. If
Right.
anybody knows the actual percentage between I guess it would just be overall, like how many like gay men are there compared to gay women.
Yeah.
Right?
And then how many?
How else would you get a percentage?
I'll tell you what, maybe even better question to ask the audience. If you are a person out there who was straight your whole life, but for whatever reason, maybe had some type of traumatic event, and you felt more comfortable now dating this, you know, someone of the same sex, comment below. I'd be curious to get some perspective on that, because I've always been interested in, you know, because I'm sure they're out there. I just how much, and like I never really.
We
heard
don't
people.
pay attention to it.
Yeah. So I'm interested, everybody. So please share. Yeah, I wonder sometimes if you know, nothing's absolute, right, dude? Nothing's absolute.
Printing the shirt.
No, you can't print that fucking shirt right now, man. You lost your mind. That's fun. I'm not even gonna say it.
You can't say that, but it's a great shirt.
That's
Tell
funny.
me that's not a great
That's funny.
shirt. I'm gonna wear it on this podcast.
I bet you will.
I will wear it on this podcast.
I bet you will.
You know I will.
I know you will. It's funny.
It would be. It's a good shirt.
It is a
I
good
know you
shirt.
want one.
That's funny.
Don't act like you don't want
I'm
one.
not saying
Yeah,
anything.
don't
all
act
right?
like it. If you guys want to know what the shirt is and you have some of my info, DM me or just text me.
You're ridiculous.
This is that food chain that you guys don't want to go to.
Yeah, tell me. Let me show you out there, dude. Where's the potatoes at?
They're on there. They're gone already.
Oh, my man loves this. You love going to this breakfast haunt. You want to say what
Turning
it is?
Point.
Turning Point. I don't know. My princess doesn't want to do that because of it's a chain. So, anyways, back to the article. Yeah, I can see why. Do you think it's a big deal and still in society, people dating someone much older, much younger? Do you think that's stigmatized as much anymore?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But that's because of the movement. There was a movement for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's more. There's a bigger fight going on against it, against like bigotry and whatever. Just people like looking at it a certain way.
Yeah.
There's a bigger fight going on against it. Like now, it's kind of shunned to be like that.
Right. How old were your parents? Like in age?
A couple years.
Couple years. I don't know, 11 years old.
Really?
11 years. I mean, 11 years apart. Sorry.
Yeah, a couple years.
To the day, dude. 11 years to the day.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Born the same day. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, yeah. So if you're out there, anybody, and you want to comment about this, I'd be really interested in hearing your perspective. Obviously, I think most people are born gay, but I would imagine there's a percentage of the population that something happened to where.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like nothing traumatic might have happened.
People change as well.
Exactly.
It could be just different. You just want something different.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Who knows?
Anyways, let's wrap this dog and pony show up, my man.
Words of wisdom with Digital Slang. It's going to be a little different today. I'm going to play a video, and then we're going to touch on the video real quick.
All right.
Wait. Might want to turn the volume on.
You're atrocious.
Atrocious?
Yeah.
Did you just think of that?
No.
It's cute.
I use it all the time.
Everything changed for me when I understood this philosophy. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's the simple philosophy that changed my life forever starting age 25. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fine.
What do you think of that?
I do think there's a lot of truth to that. One of the things that Skylar and I talk about all the time, and I'm not just saying this, we say like how fortunate we are and what a wonderful relationship we have. And you know, I don't think that's by accident. I mean, both you and I, we've been in great relationships. We've been in horrible relationships, you know. It just so happens I'm in a fantastic relationship right now and continue to do so and be in one. And I think that has to do with individuals working on themselves as an individual, not necessarily working on the relationship, working on themselves as an individual. And then ultimately that naturally helps build the relationship better. And I think that kind of speaks to what the video was talking about. Yes, I use the relationship example, but he was talking about yourself and how that transpires in life. And I think if you work on yourself, you work on your demons, you work on your issues, and you try to improve to become better, naturally, life can start improving from there.
Yeah, you want to be strong enough to handle your demons because they're going to keep coming.
They're going
to keep coming at you.
Yeah.
They're going to want to fuck you up all the time. So you got to just be prepared. But I'm telling you, man, mentally is where it's at. Like, that's why you go work out.
Yeah.
You go work out. Yes, the added benefits are like you're strong and you look better. But the big thing is you feel better.
Yeah.
Right? Mentally, you're stronger. I don't care who it is. If you work out and you're disciplined, you're going to be mentally stronger.
Yeah, I agree.
To handle any of the shit life throws at you.
Well, part of it, I think,
most of it,
I think, has to do with you're putting yourself under some sort of physical pain. You're doing there's pain to it.
It's not fun.
It's not fun, right? There's a physical pain, which also then creates a mental anguish at times. So naturally, you're already accustomed to being in pain, physically and mentally. So when either or comes up down the road, which it will come up, you're more capable of handling it because you've already built some type of resiliency to it.
You're preparing yourself strong in every way.
Exactly.
Mentally and physically.
Exactly. So
that's it, guys. We are done. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while. Not shooting this, that we've uploaded podcasts.
Yeah, I think we only did one last week.
Yeah.
We're going to do 2 today.
2 today. So stay tuned, but this one's actually going to post tonight.
Beautiful, baby. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, everybody, for listening and watching. Again, please subscribe, comment, share. Let us know what you think. And we'll catch you next time.
Deuces.
Bye.